Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag live if you're watching live. Hashtag replay if you're on replay. So, had this incident with an individual. Don't know this person, but this happens a lot. This has happened a lot over my 18 years in this wonderful industry. So, somebody shot me a DM and asked me, how do they get a flat stomach? So, in order to really be able to process this question, I have to really think about where this question truly is coming from, and then how can I best answer it in the most professional way possible. And if you want to annoy the absolute piss out of me, you ask me a question that there really is no one answer to. And this could really be said about a lot of things. Particularly as it relates to fitness, because there's just so many different scenarios and so many different variables. But I wanted to kind of take a step back, maybe diagnose the question, diagnose the possibilities, and see if this possibly could help you, not in a way of trying to get a flat stomach. And I'm sorry if you came to this video thinking that I'm going to give you the tools, the exercises, the nutrition to get a flat stomach, because I'm not going to do that today. But more from the standpoint of looking at it as to, why do you want that? And what are the variables that maybe we can look at in order to us to help achieve a certain physique type of goal? So, how in the hell do I get a flat stomach? Well, in this message, the message was derived more from the standpoint of exercises, like sit-ups, crunches, planks, side oblique turns, and all this other stuff, right? And for years, we've done a great job in the United States of America. When I say great, I'm being sarcastic, of putting, all these exercises down people's throat. And we look at it from, this guy's jacked, he's got six-pack abs, and he does that exercise, so I'm going to do the same thing. Guess what, people? It isn't the exercises. Yes, from the standpoint of strengthening one's core. So when we talk about the core, we're basically talking about from your chin all the way to your hips, forwards, around, and back, okay, is really to be able to distribute force from your lower body to your upper body and your upper body to your lower body. It's the middle, it's the center of gravity, it is the core, okay, and that's the reason why it's called that. It has one purpose, okay, and it's not to have six-pack abs. Where we've conceptualized that this is the epitome of fitness, I have no idea, but I'd love for us to be able to backtrack off of that, because it is not. So, from an exercise standpoint, from the goal of getting a flat stomach, guess what? Boop. Not to say that these don't have value, but I'm telling you that if your sole purpose is to get a flat stomach, you're looking in the wrong direction. Okay, let's move on down to metabolism. Now, if you've heard anything of me, any of my videos talking about metabolism, I talk about how the metabolism is neither slow, nor fast, nor high, nor low, but it's adaptive. So each one of us has an adapted metabolism. It is adapted to what we have given it, based on our lifestyle, based on our hormone levels, based on our sleep, based on a lot of different factors. So, yes, in a roundabout way, if we are to help our metabolism in a lot of different ways, which is a deeper dive of a conversation, this would help us in this attainment of this flat stomach. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at it just from the sheer standpoint of, I need to take something that's going to rev my metabolism, again, you're looking in the wrong spot. What about foods? What foods can I eat to get a flat stomach? Well, it isn't necessarily about the foods. It's about how much of those foods. Because as we all know, if you want to lose weight, you have to burn more than you take in. It's the law of thermodynamics. It is the law. It's like the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. Same thing when it relates to thermodynamics, because it just is science and it does work. Now, is it the only thing that matters? Of course not. Are there things that interact with this law that help us achieve a certain physique or a certain result? Of course. But at the end of the day, there are no foods that you can eat that would attain this goal of getting a flat stomach. So again, once again, we're going into it with thinking if 1 + 1 is going to equal 2. Well, at the end of the day, you have to kind of evaluate, why is this really important to me? And if I want this, who do I have to be in order to get it? And secondly, who do I become by attaining it? Again, these are deeper questions to ask yourself that really truly matter, because at the end of the day, guess what? This is going to take some work, depending upon where you are sitting currently right now. Let's talk about genetics. Genetics matter, guys. I watched a video with Ronnie Coleman, 7-time Mr. Olympia, one of the best, if not the best, bodybuilder of all time. And he was asked, how was he able to get in such great shape? And he said, first and foremost, my genetics. Because genetics do matter. Now, that's not to say that if you don't have great genetics, how you define that, I have no idea, that you can't get a flat stomach. But at the end of the day, this does play a part. So, what is the fucking answer, Josh? Answer is this: there is no answer. There is no answer. This is really a relationship between you and you. This is a question between you and you. Because on the surface, you want this. But is that really what you want? Is it more about being in shape? Is it more about being healthy? Is it more about being confident? Is it more about being comfortable in your own skin? And thus, if you're comfortable in your own skin, what does that give you in life? Who do you have to be in order to get that? The victory is always won here. The game is played between you and you, me and me, not against anybody else. So we can look through the magazines, we can pick it out and say, I want to look just like that individual. Okay, great. I'd love to look like The Rock. He's 6'5", I'm 5'11". Probably not going to happen, right? So, again, these are surface level things that cannot be answered with one pure answer. Because if it was, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I'd be on some tropical beach sipping Mai Tais in the sun. Because I would have fixed everyone's problem with the fact that they want a flat stomach with just giving one answer. There is no answer. I'll leave you with this. What I do as a coach is I really identify where people are. I meet them where they are and develop structure, habits, and mind training in order for them to really truly get what they want out of life. I can guarantee you there's much more important things in your life than just having a flat stomach. Yes, it would be great, but if you were comfortable in your own skin, you were comfortable with you being you, and you actually started to be authentically who you truly are, I think that would trump get the flat stomach. But you may get a flat stomach along the way. That's the caveat. That's the great thing about it. #value if you found value in this video. Buff